So we have our simulated door edge here. We're going to install this Tectus hinge in it. That's the TE240. And to do that, we're going to add a little customization to plate. When it comes to customizing plate, we have all these mounting holes for your own customizations, be it fixtures on the underside. We'll run you through an example now. Basically, what you get is indexing holes. So these are precisely milled out 5mm holes with no threading. And then every second one of these is threaded for a 5mm screw. So we ship with a file on ShaperHub that has all the layout of that. So you can customize your own stuff and get elements that are weird shapes aligned exactly where you need them within the cut window. So for this example, we're going to mount this to the leading edge, and you'll notice we have little 5mm pins. These are going to get us our precise alignment. So they're milled to the exact 5mm dimension we need here. And then we've got the screws, which are a little more floating, but that's what's going to give us our mounting pressure. So I just align that where I need it, jiggle it around a little, and it'll fall into place. Then we just tighten it up here. We don't want to go crazy with tightening because it is pressing against the non-slip mat. There we go. With that installed, we now have a whole face that we can clamp against to get us vertical alignment. So with the vertical face attached to plate, we can now confidently be resting up against the surface and cutting at 90 degrees, properly supported. Don't store origin out here, you'll bend it. So to get our alignment relative to the pencil mark, so I can now stow that and clamp. So I'm just going to double check my alignment. We could have dragged that sideways. Nope, that's perfect. So we're doing this meticulously. These hinges actually have the ability to correct, I believe it's up to about 3 mils in any direction, 3mm. But with plate attached in this way, we now have a very accurate alignment to that leading edge of your door and the pencil mark. Good to go. So bringing origin up to plate, we'll see the previous project we were working on, which is the Brucer. So that's the last project associated with this tape field. Now if I go to Scan, Workspace, I can either just look for the TE240 workspace, or I can search here and just type in 240. And then you'll notice we get one match for that. And now that's filtered based on just anything that's 240. So by returning to this one, we are in business. We can cut this project immediately. So you'll notice once we start getting into, if I was to then move sideways to the next hinge, this is all ready to go. So there's minimal setup once you've done this once. Okay, notice the call out here, 27mm deep for this big pocket in the center. I'm going to have to install the large cutter for that. So this can cut up to 42mm deep. So we're not going to use all of that, but it's an 8mm collet. So we're going to switch to this now. This is an 8mm collet, and then install our 8mm cutter. And I'm going to want to make sure that's mounted pretty low there. If I do that sticking out too far, I run the risk of scuffing or cutting into my tape field. When I install this on top of plate, I just want to check down here and confirm I clear that surface before I tighten it up. So the highest point is going to be over the tape field, and I've got about 1mm there. So long as you follow the way I set that up, we can safely cut here and move origin aside without damaging our tape. So we'll notice here there's nothing below me in this lower area, so I can't do a touch off here. I can come over here and get a touch off. I'm just going to do that now. Touch off. So this is just confirming my cutter knows where the top surface of my material is. With that done, we are good to cut. So I'm going to do the top one first with a little offset, 101. I'm going to tilt origin just a little bit because I'm going all the way to the edge, and I want to make sure it's properly supported as it moves across plate. Offset 0.01, cutter, 8mm. So let's go. So I'd encourage you to take a look at that. Whenever things get strange, chances are there's something you can make right on origin that will get you the alignment or the fixturing setup you need.